Hey friends, it's Stephanie from Behind the Designs, and today I am going to do something a little different with my monthly kit club from Jane's Agenda. I am going to be doing not only the unboxing, but also the setup. And that is because in the interest of time, I need to kind of condense a few things down. So this month is the month I'm going to kind of merge the two videos together and you'll see it all in one shot. So let me dive right in. I'm going to move this aside because this is my current setup for, what are we in? March. So this is going to be April and you can see the vibe going on. So let me get this out of the way. All right, so I have my April Jane's Agenda box right here and it has a gorgeous book vibe going on. So there's a lot of fun stuff in here. I did open it and I pulled out the cover. And so I'm going to pull everything out. We're going to kind of go through it. It's going to be the same that I normally do in 2 videos. I'm just going to condense it down to 1. So let's open this. Okay. So here is the interior. And as you know, you get the little card that comes with it. And there is this gorgeous vellum. I mean, I love the little book vibe. I mean, I'll admit I'm not too into books like I used to be, having done college for so long and having to read books, and it kind of got away from me. But I do love this vellum, and I am going to do something with it. What, I don't know yet, but I will be doing something. So what I'm going to do is kind of pull out this and get the box out of the way. So let's start with that. All right, so I am not going to disturb the vellum. I'm not going to cut this or anything. I'm going to kind of slide it out. So on this vellum, the sticker says the next chapter awaits. And it's kind of cool because it's a book, a book vibe going on. So it kind of makes it really fun and interesting to have that little sticker that's on there holding it closed. And I'm so happy. It looks like it stayed pretty well through transit. So I am very happy about that. And you already saw my box. I had the top of it, they put the sticker on there, of course, and so now I got to work on getting that off, hopefully without ruining the box. So I'm going to pull all of this out if I can. All right. And I just wrinkled it, but it is what it is. So I will be doing something with it. As I said, I don't know just what yet. There's just a little rip here, but that's okay. But there's definitely so many opportunities to do something creative with this. So hopefully that'll come to YouTube. If not, I'll definitely show you what I do with it. But I'm going to set this aside so that I do not ruin it. Okay. Here is the small stack of things. Now, I feel like my mini is doing pretty good at like being functional. I'm kind of really honing it down. You have seen that I did pull back in, at least for summer, for my gardening tasks. I did pull back in my traveler's notebook. More will come on that as I show you the things that I do in it. And I do still have my classic in play, as well as then, as I said, the mini. So somewhere down the road, something is going to maybe change, but right now those are the ones that I have. But let's dive in. So there is, oh gosh, you're gonna crush when you see this. Let's see, what do we got here? Let me show you the big thing. So this here is, my understanding is it's a Kindle, like a sleeve, but you can use it for really anything. So let's get that out of there. It says, I would rather be reading. I mean, it would make a cute book cover or sleeve as well. Like if you have a small enough book, you can slip it in there. But I think it was designed for the Kindle. This is the back side. And the interior is like a nice beige color. So I mean, the opening wouldn't be wide enough to tuck my mini in there, but we'll see what I do with it. I mean, it could be really anything. So there is that. That's super cute. Let me put this down so it doesn't stick anywhere I don't want it to stick. Okay, we have, I'm gonna dive right in and I'm gonna show you the page marker because it is gorgeous. That would have made a gorgeous cover as well. But look at this page finder. I mean, really? I mean, could you imagine this whole thing as a cover? Oh my gosh, I'd be crushing. And I'm gonna set this over here. So it does have, and I do have a corner, but let me show this to you again. So if you struggle to get the plastic, to pull the plastic, all you need is a piece of tape. Press it on and it's gonna pull away. So see, already it's just super, super easy. So let me just make sure I don't get that stuck on me. Okay, so here is this gorgeous, gorgeous cover, or page finder, listen to me. Let's see if I can put it on here so you can see it. Look how pretty that is, right? I am loving this. It is so, so adorable. I mean, the vintage looking books with the florals, I mean, yeah, I should read more. But I don't need to read to enjoy and appreciate how gorgeous this is. And it has that raised texture. It's not raised enough where it's going to get in your way, but you can feel that it's not within the plastic. So it's really nice. Super, super cute. So let me set that aside for a minute. All right, then we have, it looks like it's a bookmark. So I'm not gonna lie, I got the box and I haven't even opened it until now. I barely even had a chance to watch the videos showing what was coming. So it's as new to me as it is to you. So this here is, oh pretty. It is a faux leather, I believe, bookmark. So it has this cute little ribbon, and even the ribbon is kind of like a nice thin faux leather. Very cute. Very durable. It is embossed. It says, "Sorry, I'm booked," and it has a book on it and the logo. Backside is plain. So it isn't thin like a piece of paper would be, but so it has a nice, weight to it. So it's really, really good quality. I don't want to get this stuck anywhere, so I'm going to do that. I don't know that I would put it in my planner, but it works great if I'm, going to be reading anything. I have, now something I can slip it into. Hold my page. All right, so we have a few new dashboards, or yes, we have dashboards. A few new inserts, and then of course the goodies or the fun things of the kit. So this one here is the thank you card and little gifts. Let's get this open. Okay. So here is, and as you know, I usually like to tuck these in the front of my cover. I haven't been using a cover, at least for the month of March. It's been kind of nice, I can flip my pages, backward. But I think I may be pulling a cover back out for this setup. We'll see. But this is something I tuck into the front cover. This one says, "She reads books as one would breathe air to fill up and live." So for all you book lovers out there, I mean, right? And then it's a thank you card. And so there's that. And then there are these adorable, let me see. Here, let's put it on the back of here so you can see it. There is a few paper clips. Let's get this out of there. And if you can tell, they are in the shape of a book, and then they're a paper clip. So how cute is that when you put it onto your page, right? Here we go. Look at how cute that looks. I mean, so many cute little features. I love it. Here, we'll do that. Okay, so moving forward, I'm only going to try and go through this more quicker than normal, only because, again, I'm merging the setup with the unboxing. So I'm going to kind of go through a tad quickly. Okay, so this one here is, again, some tuck cards, journal cards, quote cards. This one is Book Lover, someone who finds joy, comfort, and inspiration in the pages of a book. A soul who treasures stories and sees books as lifelong companions. So that's a really nice quote. If found, please return to the library. That's cute. And I have always imagined that paradise will be kind of a library. I love these cute little touches. Okay, what is this? These, wow, these are sticky notes. Look at this rose on here. I mean, I'm a fan of roses. I love them. I love the red roses, but I'll take any rose. Any rose is good. Look at this. It's a little sticky note with a tab. So if you like, make a note, pull it off, stick it on your page, and you've got now a tab. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, look at this. Isn't this adorable? And it's got an interesting texture to it. I assume you can write on it, but it has almost like this texture, but it's not. It is paper. Interesting. Okay, cute. Then let me get my scissors. Okay, so the first set of dashboards are, let's see. Okay. I have too many papers up here. I'm just going to kind of chuck them off to the side. All right, so in the first packet are 3 dashboards. And so you get, and they're all double-sided. So you have the book edges, front and side, or back. And I assume it's of some kind of library, maybe. Yeah, it says Jane's Agenda. I thought maybe it said where it was. But that's a nice architectural detail. And then there are these, muted, it's all kind of that muted beiges and pinks and so forth that really lend to it being, that vintage kind of book vibe. So there's one set. That's going to be hard. Okay. So then this one is one of my favorites because, again, I love roses. And so it is a front and back. Okay, so now this could be something you might put under your cover. So again, this is one of those ones where the back side is different. So you could do, if it's in your mini, here's your mini cover and then your mini back. Or you can do the library, which is your mini front, your mini back. Hopefully that made sense. So I love the option that I have with doing 2 different ones, but I'm really gushing on these roses. I can't wait to pair them with the cover. All right, so this one here is a book log. This looks fun. Okay, so there is a vellum in here and it says introverted but willing to discuss books. So look at that. You can put that over there. That looks pretty. Or, over the library. Or how about you even put it over the book, right? Look how pretty that looks. I mean, you can't go wrong. So there's so many options. All right, so in this printable, there is, or insert, it's listen to me, my brain's going a mile a minute. To be read fiction series, and of course you can list your book, your author, the books and genre. There is fiction, there is reading notes. So you have, title, author, topic. You can make any notes about your book. You can even give it 5 stars. And there's a couple of these as well. There's book reviews. So this is an entire book packet for all you book lovers. Or you can give it a hot tamale or a jalapeno. I'm not sure what this is. I think jalapeno. So that's cute. And then there's a book log. And there's 2 of them. So that's perfect. You have a lot of books you can put on there. And, list out, again, if you read books, you have a whole log all right here. And again, my mini's kind of full. I don't know if I'm going to get any of these in there. But this is a new weekly. And it is, let's see what the setup is. And I'm not kidding when I said I didn't even see, any previews. I kind of scanned through it quick, but I didn't really pay attention too well. So again, you have a blank page, which is your starter page. So this gives you a week on one page with focus and goals. And then you also have a section for habits, a section for tasks, bullet lists, and then some dot grid area for notes. So you have your week, and then it's kind of like a dashboard. So this one here is weekly number 31. And I can't say that it's going to make it into the shop. Not all of the inserts make it into the shop. So be aware of that. If you see something on the, unboxings that I do that you think you may like, because they don't always go into the shop. So this is a whole packet of that. And my weeklies have been working pretty good, so I'm not sure if I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so that was a super, super quick, I feel, rundown of what's in the box. I'm going to show you. I can't pick up the page finder. It keeps eluding me. So there we go. Oh, no, I didn't get it. Here we go. All right. So there is the guts. I'm going to show you the cover, and then we're going to dive into kind of getting mine set up for the new month. All right. I pulled, this was not in the subscription box. I pulled this because I think this will be the best look for what I'm thinking. Again, I've got the option to change if it didn't turn out to be that way, but in here is the cover. So in here is the cover. I mean, these roses. You had me at roses. So look at this. Let me get this open. Again, put my scissors away and I had to bring them back out. It's a bit loud. So this here is a vellum dashboard. So this is the cover and this is the back. The sad thing is I would much rather have had this be the cover, but either way it's going to be pretty. But this is the cover for the kit. So we've got back and front. And as you can see, if I take the back away, this really kind of goes in this. This is the, I want to say it's called the beige cover. It's kind of like an ivory beige of sorts. I think it's what it's called. But I feel like it pulls out those colors. So this background has kind of a faded sage kind of color. So you can kind of see the look, minus the glare. Sorry about that. you know, as you open and close it, you can kind of see. And again, if I decide to change it, I can absolutely change it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to pull back up my mini, if I could find it. Okay, here we go. So this is my current setup. And luckily, I don't think I would change the discs. Now, there was, I'm trying to think of the color. I want to say it was called maybe vintage or vintage copper or something like that. There were discs that I didn't get that may have, you know, looked good with this, you know, page finder paperclip, but I didn't get them. So I am going to actually stick with the gold because when I was thinking of it, again, this isn't the right, you know, clear cover on there, but I just felt like the gold kind of just went better. And again, I can start out with one thing. If something doesn't work, I can always change it. Not a problem. So what I'm going to do is kind of push some of this stuff aside. I have fuzzies all over. And I'm going to get my cover on here, figure out my dashboards. So the difference is with this one, I won't have the, you know, where I usually do like the different covers, you know, we could do this or we could do that. That won't be here because, let me get this off. Here's the stressful part. I always worry about breaking these. Oops. So I always try and just go slow. There's no rush. Okay. Whew. That's always stressful. Okay, so there's my front cover. Let's get this off. Again, with my dashboards, because again, my mini's really full. I just also try and take them off one by one. You know, if you just do the normal pull down on the disc, it may kind of, you know, stress out your pages. So I've got my calendar here and my wedding picture, roses, as you can see. And so this is the front. So let's go ahead and get that on. Is there a plastic on here? I don't believe there is because it's a vellum cover. It does not appear to be plastic on these, and that's probably because it's a vellum cover. So this one's going to probably be easier to pop on just because the edges aren't as hefty, should I say. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Even like that, that's really cute. But I did want to test. Okay, so here's my page finder. Let's set that over there for now. This is the back side. So let's look at, these are my quote cards. Let's just try and get all this in order. I feel like I've been a little haphazard lately with trying to get through things and, you know, get it all done. You know the deal. So this was my first option. Well, I should say this was the option I was really thinking of. But the roses on roses, I don't know. It's not working as well. For some reason, I don't know why, which is sad. Let me put these aside. Or I could do this. How does this look? Oh, that's cute. Not that interesting to me yet. Let's see. Here's my other ones. So let's give each of them a try. So here's the mountains. I don't really know that it enhances it in any way. So let's go on to the next one. We've got this one. So this is kind of nice. You know, the hard edge of the details and the architectural windows or whatever they are, you know, paired with that, that looks nice together. So that's an option. And then there's this, which are books. I'm thinking it's going to be between these two. So, I mean, it's a whole book vibe, right? Can't go wrong. So why don't we I feel like this gives it a little more light, so let's do that one. Even though the other one's really pretty too. But let's do this one here. And then before I go too far, let me get the back changed all over. Because again, these are the, I'm going to do it this way. I'm kind of funny sometimes. I always do things, you know, I'm left-handed, but I do things right-handed, you know, I'm weird like that. So, oh, I do have some fun things that I've been doing in the background. You know, again, you wouldn't see it per se. But my gosh, it's taking up so much of my time. And it's been a challenge. So you know, speak about that as the time goes on. So let's see, this goes this way. And then I have all of my dashboards that are going to go with that. So this is the back cover that we're going to do. In fact, I don't know that I have as many dashboards this time, so I may find that I have more room than I thought. So let's see, this would be the page finder. Let me pull this out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just wanted to pull that off. I've got some information in here. Is I am going to put this, let me get to the first week of April. Okay, I'm going to, even though I'm still in March, I'm going to just go ahead and put this down in April, only because this is where I'll be using it. So I'm just going to get this right in where it needs to be. Look how cute that is. And look, if you do one of these little tabs, I mean, that is just adorable. I'm crushing. So, okay, what have I got left? I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, and then I've got my vellum. So these two are a front and back thing. So let me think. 1, 2, and then a pair. So let me, I had moved so many things around the last time. Oh, right, this has to come off. Hopefully. Okay, it didn't leave any marks. I was a little nervous that it would leave, the washi tape would leave like a sticky film on it. So I got lucky. Oh, those are my tabs. So that goes with that. Okay. So what is, I'm looking through to decide. I feel like what I want to do, and it seems kind of strange, but to me it doesn't, is I feel like what I want to do, since these two are a set, so it's like a front and back. So I think since this is my future goals and reference section, I think what I want to do is put them here. Since they're clear tabs, will that work like I'm thinking? Let me see. Where's my next tab? Let's see, this is reference. Okay, so this one here, this came from the March kit, and I'm going to take it out only because, again, my pages are super full, or my mini. Now behind it, I was able to get, it's really sticking to my page. I did print off my January declutter checklist from my blog, and I did resize it for the mini. So I am still going through that, and so I'm going to leave it in there. But if I do those as a pair, and I go to, what's my next? These are all the home. Okay. I'm pondering which ones I'm going to use. here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through, take out all of the other, I didn't even take out March's items. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I went ahead and I pulled out the March things that I kind of had scattered in there. And I did insert 2 of the book or the dashboards because it was just covering some information for me. So what I wanted to test, I think it's gonna make it darker, but yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so I'll show you what I've done. I have this extra one, and then I still have these, which I go back to. I think what I want to do is go to Future, and I want to put the roses in the beginning like this. And then I took out goals, I took out reference. I did put my little charm on this book, but I think it's a little too heavy because it keeps flopping off. So I may need to change that back to a regular paper clip. And then I have the back side that I need to do, which I guess you'd have to put that here, right? Technically. You'd have to put it here, I think, if I'm thinking of it correctly, because this would be the beginning, right? And then the end is here. I think that's the way I'll work it. Okay. Then, okay, so I have 2 more in the vellum. So I thought I do have things in the back, so I'm gonna put these in the front. So I have 1 and 1. Let's see, agenda. No, I think I'll put it here. What's here? This one here is kind of plain. I'm gonna put it here. And I'm going to put the vellum on top. And here's why, I'll show you. Is because and there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, I'm just kind of filling in the space with it, but you know, some of it is I know what sections I go to, what I like to have something in, and you know, that's that. So here's what I've done, and then we'll get it in the cover. So I've got this cover with the architectural one, and then that will take me to Future, which is the beginning of the front and back dashboard. I don't have anything at goals other than that vellum page that I had already. And let me get to the back. So there's the beginning of the roses, and then at the end of this 3-tab set is the back side. So there's the inside of it, and then the back of the rose. All right, and then I go into my strategy, which I've covered because it was just a dot grid page. It was kind of plain. So I put the vellum on top of there because I think that looks good. Marketing doesn't have anything. Agenda only has that vellum. And then that's it. I have all my weeks. And then where does that end? That goes to shop. And that's where I put the book dashboard because I had some things and I covered it. So back here are mostly all the books. So here's the shop. I did put the camera. This was the vellum I was saying the last time I had coming, and I love it under the content. And I keep ruining this one tab. I love how it's for content. And I may get another because it's super cute. But then it goes into this book dashboard. This book dashboard I had in my March setup, but because it's books, I mean, come on, right? It just matches. So I use that to put in my affiliates section. And then for my meetings, I do have this vellum that I need to take off. I'm going to keep that out. And again, this dashboard came in the March box, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe I purchased it extra. But again, it's like the library cards that you would pull out, so I left that in there. And as you know, my projects has just the decorative dashboard that I've always liked. And then the other thing I have left is my notes, which is mostly just extra paper. This goes with March, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. And the only reason I take them out is because it kind of helps to thin out how much I have in here, because I mean, I got a lot. So, and then the paper clips will go in here. Again, those, the weeklies and the books, I already have a book thing in here, so I probably won't put that in there. And then the weekly, I may give a week or two a try, but I did already kind of preset mine up, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. So here's all my March. That's now done and gone. And let's get this into the cover. So here's my cover. And I think it's going to go really nicely in here. So let's get, if I can, the cover is very staticky, so everything's grabbing it. So let's see. Okay. And I kind of just like that it's a lighter, color. We're going into, new season. And I just like that it's lighter and it's very pretty. So I do like that. So let's try and maneuver these things. So I have a little more room over here. Let's get these out of the way since they're kind of old. I mean, technically they're not old, but you know what I mean. All right. We're coming into the home stretch here. So I know I always like to put the bigger card up here. And I like to tuck these in. I like this. If found, please return to the library. And then, let's see, I've always imagined Paradise will be kind of a library. You know what I might do is, where was the, let's see if I can find it now. Do I want it on there? I don't know that you'd really see it. That wasn't the one I was thinking of. Where is it? This one. I like it there. So let's go ahead and just put one of these clips here. Oops, wrong clip. Had my little charm on it. So let's get this one. Where do I want to put it? So let's put this one. Oh, you know what? Then the book will be sideways. Isn't that kind of weird? Let's do this back up here then. Okay, cute. I mean, theoretically it should be on the side because it covers the words a little, but I know what it says. I'm good. So here we go. Let's get this all back to the beginning. And you know what? It isn't, I'm wondering, what if I just kind of tuck this in the back? I kind of like that. Look at that. In pen, I am getting ahead of myself. Let's see. Where's my pens? Okay, so I've got these, and then what have we got? We've got, I'm kind of liking the idea of this mild liner from, I think it was January's kit, or February's maybe. I like it because it's a nice rose color. Let's get that in the back. And let's see, which one do I want to try and put up here? I think I like the muted rose better. Does it fit in here? It does. Perfect. Now these, I don't think I will use many of them, but what if, I know it will stick a little bit, but you know what I can do? Let me grab a piece of paper. Okay, so all I'm going to do is kind of stick these down on a piece of paper because I want to tuck them in the back. if I can get it back there. Here, you know what? It's probably thick because of that. Okay. I just love that little rose peeking out. And then let's tuck this back here. Okay, this all works, right? I'm going to get another paper clip for my charm. I just don't have one handy. But there. I love how this came out. I may even add something on this dashboard. It's a possibility. But here is my April setup. Let's see. Let's get this closed. Like I said, I am not kidding when I say you can see it's a big girl. Okay. So here is my April setup using the new kit, and I love all the books and the roses. So adorable. So this here is the inside. And I've got, and what's nice is this is a vellum cover, so it has a bit of a thinner bulk to it. So, you know, because again, I got a lot going on. So I have all my little quotes over here inspiring me. I've got some of those little tab notes that I'm loving at this time. And I've got my cover. I am all set to go. I've got my adorable page finder. I am gushing over this thing, right? So let me give you a little sample so you can see how well I think this color is going to go. So see, isn't that going to go pretty? Perfect. Pretty and perfect. If you can't be, you might as well have your planner be, right? All right, so here we are. We are all set up for April. I'm all set up, I should say. I hope it's inspired you to get set up for April. But I hope you enjoyed what I did today. I hope I've inspired you, you know, whether it's through a kit or your own DIY. You know, give your planner a little makeover for the new spring season. So this is my mini, and I'm all ready to go now. So I can just keep going through March, and I'm all ready to start for April. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, just hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. And that is it for today.